One of the most convincing pieces of evidence that the disciples actually believed that they saw Jesus risen from the grave is the fact that they preached about Jesus' resurrection. So in that time period, it was extreme blasphemy to be calling another human God. But when we read the account of Pliny the Younger, we see that the first century church was clearly worshiping Jesus as God. In fact, if you read the Gospels, you see that the disciples, like Thomas, clearly worshipped Jesus as God. And several other places throughout the Gospels, you find Jesus being worshipped as God. Now, that being said, he did claim to be God, and his disciples, after his resurrection in the book of Acts, you can read about how they went out to all sorts of different communities and preached that Jesus was resurrected from the grave. This was a direct frontal attack on the religious institutions of the day. The Roman Empire uplifted hundreds and hundreds of different gods and then also wanted you to worship Caesar as a god. And then the religious institution of Judaism, it was considered blasphemy to equate a human with God. Jesus claimed to be that God, and his disciples, for some reason, still thought it was worth it to go out and preach this message that would likely end up with their executions. This shows that they at the very least, believed that they saw Christ risen from the grave. I'm convinced that because of how specific their account is, because of the ethical genius of Jesus, and because of the historical reliability of these Gospels, that Jesus actually did rise from that grave. He actually is God in the flesh, come to save us, and he's the most amazing man that ever lived in human history. You can trust him. He loves you. Stay blessed, y'all.